Well, it's Thursday night. I'm a few days into this week, but it is my Friday, so I got a few days left of this week. So I think I'm gonna trade in these minnows here, start heading over to the Grand Exchange and selling off that loot tab again, and see what I'm gonna be able to go buy to start some PVMing. I want to try to get a Darrock set and go do some giant mole. Let's get going. Well, I made it to the Grand Exchange, and before I start anything, I just want to mention I'm working on trying to figure out how to upgrade the quality of the recordings in the video. I'm doing my best, so just don't give me too much of a hard time, but let me show you what I got. According to RuneLight, I have 19.4 million in my bank. I got 7.66 mil in the loot tab, so I'm gonna just go ahead and sell all this off and get the cash. I spent a lot of time Guardians of the Rift, didn't do as much wood cutting. I did a lot of fishing this week, but I got the 7.66 mil. I got almost 7 mil that I was hiding from myself in my junk tab, and let's just get this all out and get a green cash tag. Alright, well, I very quickly, at about 1500% speed, pulled out all the items that I gathered throughout the week, and I sold them, and after turning in my tokens, I got myself that green cash stack. And then I went and started getting the gear I was going to need to go to Giant Mole. Got my Fally Shield back, my whatever orb that is that takes my health down. Got my DH set, some dragon boots, got some potions, and then I just headed over to the Giant Mole, right, and started getting to work. I'm noticing with the setup I got and the potions I'm using, I'm earning a little bit over a mil an hour, and I know this isn't the best money I could be doing jumping back into a rebuild series, but it's what I chose to do, and what are you gonna do about it? I don't remember exactly where I started, but I was somewhere in the low 800 KC, and this is where I am at right now on Sunday night, 1,279. Still no pet. That's just gonna be what we're gonna keep aiming for and see what kind of money I can make along the way. Right now, it's just everything I can is going to be getting saved, and we're going to start building this bank back up from zero, from where I was last week, right? I really don't mind the Giant Mole. It's nice and AFK, and honestly, it hasn't even been a grind yet, but so far it's just been like a relaxing activity to do. As soon as I came back and signed into my account, started playing again, the first week, this is just all I wanted to do. I was super excited to get back to Giant Mole. I've spent some time just browsing through the collection log, and there's a lot of bosses I'd actually like to take the time and learn correctly and learn the mechanics behind, and I'm really excited to be putting the foot forward and starting to learn how to PVM properly, like the almost max player that I am, you know what I mean? And here we are. This is what we're doing. I ended up selling my loot tab, like you saw, to get that green stack halfway through the week, and now we are at Sunday again, so it's going to be a mediocre loot tab I'm about to sell off, but I'm about to do the same thing, sell off this loot tab, and then I think I'm going to make a few more upgrades for the bank, which you'll be able to see throughout this next week. From what I can tell when I'm looking at the video on YouTube, it looks like my video quality is decent enough, and the mic quality is decent enough. It's just I commentate like shit, and there's really nothing I can do about that right now, fixing myself. I just gotta learn how to be a better commentator, I guess. But let me cut to selling my bank. And I'm here at the Grand Exchange. I already know what I need to do So let me pull everything out and sell it. And let me just explain one thing first so you know why it's here. I have all these items in for 1 coin just because they're items I'd like to buy. And I like to leave them up here sitting so I can see the items that it is that I want to buy. I want to get a Mystic set and a Master Wand on top of a blowpipe and some Ancient Dehyde. You know, I'm not the greatest PVMer by any means, but these are all cheap enough items that I'm pretty sure I know exactly what I'm going to take it to. But I think now I'm just going to cut it here, and I'm going to sell off the 7.77 mil loot tab and see what kind of cash I can end up with out of it. Starting from the bottom. Alright, well, I'm not gonna just lose my ass selling these. I'm gonna take a little bit of time selling them. It looks like it's already coming in quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me just show you the rest of the bank because this is coming in. Show you where I'm gonna be starting out for the week. I upgraded my potions tab a little bit. I have what I need plus a little bit more what I think I'm going to be needing soon. I've been using the divine super attacks and super strengths with the prayer potions and the staminas. I also got some energy and some super energies for just in case for when I want to keep them in the bank. Got my divine bastion, which I'm not using right now. Divine range. I don't even got a range setup along with magic. I don't got any of those setups. I just have the placeholders in the bank because it looks clean, and my 2 sources of food that I'm using. And these 64 sharks, pretty sure I fished those all myself. I just went and cooked what I had. The monkfish I bought. Gear tab, nothing special. Elite Void that came out of my POH. A set of Proselyte because I needed some prayer gear killing dragons. My Vernic Defender because I, thank God, didn't drop it when I decided to quit. And wasn't able to store it in my POH. Got my, my nice little Darrock Giant Mole set right here. Fire, air, water, and earth. I decided not to sell those off. Those are all runes I either got from Giant Mole, the air and fire, or made rune crafting. Eventually I need to just like have an actual rune tab for shit I'm going to be using, so that's why these got moved in here. Just unfortunately none of the deaths or bloods or chaoses made it to. I'll have to go get back more of those. But looking like we got a 7.8 mil gear tab. That's nice for where I'm at, I guess. I know somebody else might be farther along, but this is where we're at, and I'm not going to complain. Got my teleports tab. Don't even use it. Might as well get rid of it. Skilling tab looks a lot nicer this week. A little bit more full out. Just mainly with skilling outfits that I'm using for different activities and different capes. Junk tab, not much going on in it. Loot tab, empty now. Let's see if everything's sold. Nope. Yeah, we're just going to take our time selling these. I don't need the money that bad. It looks like I got 1.4 out of this, which means there's like 1.6 left. And then got about another mil left, so another 2.6 mil. That should be coming in, and I'm rocking with 16 mil. I didn't say another 6 mil, did I? Is it going to be enough to push me up to a 20 mil pile? I don't think so. It looks like that's real close to a 20 mil pile. I'm just not willing to quick sell it, unfortunately. Well, apparently I can't do math because what we ended up with is exactly 19 mil basically. It's just 2.5k over 19 mil, and that's super cool, right? Besides this 19 mil cash, I have 12.4 million hanging around in my bank. It's just sitting in my potions tab, my combat tab, and my skilling tab, which nothing's special in here just yet. It's just the basics because we're at the end of week 2 of rebuilding on RuneScape and trying to play the game properly. We're still working on getting the max cape, slowly but surely. We're working on rebuilding the bank, and it's never felt easier than it is right now to make GP. I don't even care if I'm going to miss leagues. This is what we're here to do. Right? I came back and started playing again because I needed some kind of game to play in my downtime for my mental health, and this is just like the perfect game. I can load up on my phone when I have the time, load up on the computer when I have the time, and right now I'm doing exactly what I want to do. I made myself 31.4 mil in the last 2 weeks, and it's just going to keep going up. We're going to make more progress. And I'm just going to leave this here for the end of week 2. I know the videos aren't nothing special. It's because I'm really bad at recording and trying to figure out how to make content. I just like playing the game and watching YouTube videos, I guess. But this is Matt Dabbs, 420 Fitness, checking out.